Arsenal received a response from the FA regarding Myles Lewis-Skelly's red card against Wolves, while Mikel Arteta has turned his attention to a new Premier League striker who could change the Gunners' fortunes, and more. This is all the latest news with Now Arsenal. Yes, that's right. As you know, Arsenal are actively seeking attacking reinforcements in the closing days of the January transfer window after key injuries to Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus left the club in a desperate situation. Initially, Arteta wasn't too demanding, but in his latest press conference, he's publicly called on the board to back him up, stressing the need for new signings if they are to continue to push for silverware this season. My opinion is clear. We lost two very, very important players, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus. So we lack goals, we lack people, we lack options in the front line. It's clear. Ideally, we need some help. We were short already, and now we're even shorter. The team still copes with that, but we have to do what is right for the club. Several names have been linked with a move to Arsenal, including Alexander Isak, Benjamin Sesko, Mateus Cunha, Igor Jesus, Dusan Vlahovic and Evan Ferguson. However, only a few of those targets appear realistically achievable this month. One player who appears to be on the move in the final week of the window is Brighton striker Evan Ferguson. According to Alex Crook of TalkSport, Arsenal have not ruled out a late move for Evan Ferguson and are considering a possible loan deal. The 20-year-old, regarded as one of the brightest young talents in the Premier League, has struggled for form this season, scoring just one goal in 14 appearances. His only goal came against Wolves in October, and he has not found the net in any competition since November 2024. Despite his recent slump, Ferguson's potential remains in high demand, with a number of top-flight clubs keeping tabs on his situation. Ferguson burst onto the scene in the 2022-23 season, scoring 6 goals in 19 Premier League appearances. He matched that tally in 27 games last season, demonstrating his ability to compete at the highest level. However, an ankle injury at the start of the season has hampered his progress and limited his impact on the pitch. Another major piece of news is that Arsenal have received a statement from the FA following their successful appeal against the red card shown to Myles Lewis-Skelly during the Gunners' 1-0 win over Wolverhampton Wanderers on Saturday. Lewis-Skelly was sent off in the 43rd minute for a late tackle on Matt Doherty, which caught the Wolves man above the ankle as he attempted to break up a counter-attack just outside the area. Referee Michael Oliver's red card decision was reviewed and upheld by video assistant referee Darren England. As a result, Lewis-Skelly initially faced a 3-match ban, which would have ruled him out of Arsenal's upcoming Premier League home game against Manchester City, the Carabao Cup semi-finals second leg at Newcastle, and the league match against Leicester on 15th of February. However, the Gunners lodged an appeal against the controversial red card on Tuesday. The FA confirmed that an independent regulatory committee had upheld Arsenal's claim of unfair dismissal and lifted the 3-match ban. The statement reads, "An independent regulatory commission has upheld a claim of wrongful dismissal in relation to Myles Lewis-Skelly and removed his 3-match suspension." That's great news for the team, as 18-year-old Lewis-Skelly has undoubtedly been one of Arsenal's most impressive players this season. Since January the 1st, when the Gunners beat Brentford 3-1, the starlet has played in 6 of the Gunners' 7 games in all competitions, starting 5 of them. His role will become even more important with the departure of another left-back, or at least judging by the words of Brendan Rodgers. The Celtic manager has confirmed yesterday that an Arsenal star is set to rejoin the Scottish champions by the summer at the latest. Yes, he doesn't give away who he's talking about, but he is probably referring to Kieran Tierney. He's been strongly linked with a move away from North London after injuries saw him fall down the pecking order at Arsenal, and he now looks set to rejoin his boyhood club. A free agent in the summer, Tierney and Celtic had hoped to complete a deal in January, but that is now in doubt as Arsenal prepare for interest in another left-back, Alexander Zinchenko. Speaking at his pre-match press conference ahead of Celtic's UEFA Champions League clash with Aston Villa on Wednesday night, Rodgers confirmed, "Ideally, it will happen now, but he's still an Arsenal player. I think everyone is agreed that it will definitely take place in the summer. If we can do it beforehand, then great." The Ukrainian Zinchenko has been linked with January moves to both Borussia Dortmund and Atletico Madrid in recent days, and Arsenal was said to be open to his departure, which would ensure that Tierney remains at the club until the expiry of his contract at the end of June. The Scot joined the Gunners from the boys in August 2019 for a reported fee of £25 million or €29.8 million, and is one of the few remaining players from Unai Emery's Arsenal squad. After a loan spell with Spanish outfit Real Sociedad during the 23-24 season, which was disrupted by injuries, an all too familiar occurrence for the 27-year-old, Tierney suffered another injury at Euro 2024, delaying his start to the current season. He has since made just 5 appearances for the Gunners since returning from his most recent injury in November 2024, but has been seen somewhat more regularly of late and is still considered to be an important squad option by Mikel Arteta. On the other hand, an exciting Arsenal youngster has reportedly agreed a deal to join the Gunners' bitter Premier League rivals Manchester United on a free transfer after rejecting a new deal from the North London club. During the summer, Aidan Heaven had emerged as one of the club's most exciting young talents after impressing at centre-back during pre-season. But the 18-year-old prospect now looks set to continue his career elsewhere, with a medical reportedly booked ahead of a free transfer to Manchester United. Given his young age, Heaven is still on youth terms with Arsenal, but the club had recently presented a proposal of a professional deal, which it now looks like Heaven will turn down in order to pursue a move to join the Red Devils. Heaven featured in 4 of the Gunners' 5 pre-season games, including all of the encounters on their tour of the United States of America. The young defender has since played just 10 minutes of senior football, which came as a substitute when Arsenal beat Championship side Preston North End 3-0 in the Carabao Cup 4th round back in October. This is despite other breakout stars, namely Ethan Nwaneri and Myles Lewis-Skelly, who enjoyed excellent pre-seasons with Arsenal, now being regulars in the Gunners' first-team squad, with the duo having made a combined 37 appearances across the Premier League, UEFA Champions League, FA Cup and Carabao Cup this season. Renowned journalist Fabrizio Romano confirmed on X, Aidan Heaven to Manchester United, here we go. Exclusive story from last week confirmed as 18-year-old centre-back set to leave Arsenal and join Manchester United. Medical booked after he rejected new deal from Arsenal and Eintracht approaches. Agreement being formally sealed. And our final story of the day concerns French forward Mathys Tel, who has reportedly decided to leave Bayern Munich before the January transfer window closes, with Arsenal and Chelsea among the clubs to have expressed serious interest in the youngster. The 19-year-old forward has struggled for game time since arriving from Stade Rennais in 2021, making just 15 appearances for the Bavarians. This season, Tel has featured in only 13 matches across all competitions and has been an unused substitute on 14 occasions. It's true that he has been more seriously linked with Chelsea, but Arsenal are believed to be monitoring the situation closely. Tel was previously linked with the Gunners during the 2024 summer transfer window, with speculation fueled by comments from his agent Gidiri Kamara amid managerial uncertainty at Bayern. At the time, Kamara told Bild, "Sometimes you just have the feeling that you're on the same path. We will see very soon, but I'm confident. But if not, we have to consider all options because Mathys knows that he is valuable and will be a top player." And so with all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to Now Arsenal and check for more information on our media channels, the NowArsenal.com website and our socials across Instagram, Twitter and Facebook you can find in the description below. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video when we bring you more news on Arsenal Football Club.